My name is Bill Heeter, and we're here with Matt Callahan. Um, I don't even know how to describe it, Matt, because I was looking at doing a little background check. Not the police kind, but just looking at all the things that you've been involved in, and I didn't realize it. I mean, Mickey's Christmas Carol, Itsy Bitsy Spider, starting out at Disney, working on Little Mermaid, Life with Louie. My all-time favorite, by the way, is Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Absolutely love that movie. I think it was just a watershed moment for animation, and Alvin and the Chipmunks. But the primary thing we want to talk about today is the Warner Brothers shorts that you did. So can you kind of tell us just how that came about and how you got involved, and a little background on that?
Yeah, it was a meeting that I can't remember who set it up, but I went in and met with Sam Register, and we started talking about the Looney Tunes shorts and what he wanted to do. I didn't even know what I was going in for, but I walked in and he started talking about Coyote Roadrunner, and my head was exploding. How exciting that would be to do these in CG, which was going to be a super challenge, and he wanted to do them theatrical and stereoscopic. So there was all kinds of things. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm firing on all cylinders, and how exciting this is going to be. And I think he just sparked to my sense of comedy and violence. There's no other way to say it.
I was going to say, I would hate to be one of the bad guys in any of your cartoons, because they get pummeled. I mean, any other way you can get them, you do. But was that ever an issue? Was violence an issue at all?
No, because when he started talking about doing them, and he laid out everything. He's very excitable. I don't know if you've ever met Sam, but he's got wonderful energy. But he says, "Do you have any questions?" I go, "I only have one." And he goes, "What?" I go, "Is this the politically correct Coyote Roadrunner, or is this old school violence?" He goes, "Old school." I go, "I'm in."
I'm in, yeah. I think I emailed you a couple years ago, maybe. I had just come from Bugs at the Symphony.
Yeah.
And they showed, I think it was Coyote Falls. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure it's Coyote Falls. And George Doherty, the conductor, performed that with the orchestra live. I think I saw it first in Vail. And it was just phenomenal to have that live orchestra playing the soundtrack to those cartoons. It was just an unbelievable experience. And I think he still does it. I think it's still part of his program, which would be great.
Yeah, I had seen the same program at the Hollywood Bowl at some point several years ago, but yeah, it was really fun.
It must have been fun for you to see this on the big screen at the Hollywood Bowl and say, I did this.
It was really great. I mean, most of the things I've worked on, you don't really get to see. A lot of times you work on things on TV and shorts, and you don't really get to see them with a theater audience. And so anytime that I get an opportunity to see these and see people's reactions to them, that's really what makes it all worth it. They just, really, I love it, obviously, but it also plays a nice honor to Chuck, who sort of established all these ridiculous rules and fun and the violence, and it really I'm really happy to be involved in it, and it's been a real joy.
Well, I think the other thing, though, about Chuck, and I think it's reflected in the shorts that you did, one thing I've always admired about his cartoons is he's kind of the master of nuance, versus the Tex Avery characters where the eyes bug out and this kind of thing. Just little expressions, whether it's an eyebrow going up or something. And I thought, especially I'll use Coyote Roadrunner, I'll use your sequence. I thought that you really showed that. There was there was a violence and there was the action, but there was also nuance to the characters and their expressions. Did that just come to you naturally, or was that a motivation from Chuck, or it's just?
Well, I think it's just, being a great fan of the originals. And, even though we were repackaging this in CG and stereoscopic and making new ones, we were all very, we wanted to honor the originals. No, we just did. There was not anything that we wanted to try to do, anything different. Obviously we had new gags and this, that, but it was
Sure.
really about, watching the original ones and sitting down with the animation team and really talking about the things that really worked for us. And a lot of those little nuances that you're talking about, um, just keep the character alive, and and it keeps the thought, they don't talk, so you get their thinking, their reactions, and you want it to be clear, and it just adds to the humor. It's just a brilliant thing. So we were very aware of it. We really wanted to really put it in.